Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. Today is nothing to do with sewing, knitting, crocheting, none of it. It's got talking. It's got lots of talking. Now, what you see behind me is the beginning. I took all my stuff down, moved everything off my table here so that I could get started on getting this pegboard done. This pegboard has cost me blood, it's cost me sweat, it didn't cost me tears, but it cost me frustration and cuss words. I did all of that yesterday. I was going to film it, but I was like, no, because I saw what happened the last time I filmed something, and it didn't go that well. So, as far as filming DIY, if you're wondering what I'm talking about that lovely shelf behind my TV that holds my stuff, my other crates. Now, today and possibly tomorrow, I am going to be getting this organized. You will see this in one video. But my daughter-in-law just called me. She said that, she wanted to know if I wanted to go to Walmart with her. So I'm going to go do that. And then I have to take my husband to the doctor at noon. So today it might not get finished, but you will see it all in one video. Now, what I did is I got this from work before we closed down. And it has blemishes and it has, it has mess ups. But I'm not worried about that. I needed something that I would be able to, since I took my rack right here away, and I will give y'all a full look at the very end of how I've changed my craft room since I moved into this workroom. I guess it's not a craft room. It is more of a workroom. And it's not an office. Well, it is an office. So that's why I just say workroom. It's simpler. Now, since I moved my rack, I don't have anywhere to hang my I can't reach it right now because my cutting table is full of everything that was over here. So, but I don't have anywhere to hang my spools of drawstrings. I don't have anywhere to hang my rulers or my cutters. So I needed this space. And I also needed the space because my beautiful little thread spool rack, while it is good, it's not big enough. So I will be able to supplement it with the pegs on the pegboard. Now, all that said, I'm going to be quiet and, well, I might talk a little bit. I don't know. But if I do talk, you'll know. So I'm going to get started on doing that. And I probably will get about 20-30 minutes done here now this morning. And then I will have to get going with my daughter-in-law. All right. So originally I'm going to still put my thread holder here and then my pictures and then work around that. If at a later date I have to move my pictures or take them away, I don't mind doing that. It's not that big of a deal for me. Now, first, I have to figure out where I'm going to put my pictures. And I am chewing gum, sorry. But that was a must. All right. I will be right back. I have to go get my pegs. Be right back. Okay, a little disclaimer. I don't know when this video is going to air because I've got to... Yes, my darling, my little co-host is talking to me. But I have to fit it in with my other videos. So I'm not really sure when this is going to air, but hopefully you'll see it soon. You'll probably see the background done before the video actually goes live. So if you do, that's the reason. So I have different kinds of I have two different kind of pegs. and I was able to get these from work. I'm trying to see what would be best to hang my rack with. I'm thinking that I want to save these for something else. So I think I will. I think I'll save those and I'll just use these. All right, let's see. Let's put this up there and I will see just how far I need it apart. All right, that right there. And that right there. Okay, that's not going to work. Apparently, I cannot put thumbtacks, I don't think, in this thing. Alright, I'm going to have to back up and punt on that one. I will think of what I can do. But I really need to, I guess I need to mark it so that I won't use that space. That's what I'll do. I use my little pen that I do everything with. Alright, so I'll put a heart here. Put a heart there. Alright, that way I know basically everything below is not going to be used because of my machines. In fact, let me put Bella up here to see. Well, that's way higher than I had it before. So I might have to bring that down. And it's all about trying to figure everything out. I'll come down 1, 2, 3. Now, hopefully I'm not getting too low on that. That's a little closer to where it was before. That works. Because my son... Jeezy Pete, this thing's broke. Which my daughter-in-law didn't know that when she got it for me, but E6000 will fix that. I'm not even worried about it. But that will sit right there again. Alright, so that works. I'm not putting that up right now because for one, I have to fix it. And two, I want to get everything mainly done. Alright. Honestly, I could probably go a little lower, but I don't want it to interfere with that, so it's going to stay there. Alright, now let me get Paw Wars. And get it put up. Let's see. Roar. Roar. Alright. So it'll be right here. And right here. Alright. Now that I have those done, I did want to put them up, and they're still going to go up. I might try to find some kind of adhesive. Back in... I'm about to date myself. What, baby? She's being ignored, she thinks. But anyway, I will take you out in just a minute. You literally just went out. Okay. We've already been... I've done my exercise. I've done my walk. All of this included her. She went outside with me for all of that. And she still wants to go outside. But it's okay. Be quiet. Sit. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Shh. Stay. Now, what I have to do is try to find some adhesive. And back when I was a teenager, we had this blue stuff that helped stick things on walls. I don't need that because this is a little bit heavier. If I have to, I'll do command strips. That way it won't interfere with this. And I have those. But, you know, we're about to go to Walmart. I'll see what I can find. Okay, so let's start with all of my drawstring thingamabobs. Now, I think what I want to do is, I'll go up. How about that? Let me see if I can, how this will work. I've not pre-thought this any, so y'all get to do it with me. All right, let's see. I wonder if this is going to be too tight. Nope, perfect. Okay. So, I will end up skipping 2 holes a piece. Oh, Maya, please. Baby doll. Alright. These little things are going to come in so blasted handy. And I can even turn them. This is so awesome. So awesome. Alright, this one I haven't used yet, so I'm going to have to poke a hole in it. I'll keep it on the wrapper on it just simply to keep it tidy until I use it. Okay. So, I'm so excited, y'all. I get excited over stupid stuff. Just warning you. Alright. Oh, I forgot I have all those down there too. Y'all, I have a lot of drawstrings. The reason I have so many drawstrings is because I have so many different shades in my colors that I want to have enough of a selection to where I give y'all the closest matching stuff as I can. Alright. And yes, I'm going to have to color coordinate because that's just... I don't consider that OCD. I just consider that aesthetically pleasing. Right? We'll go with that, right? Okay, purples, reds, and pinks. Whoop, whoop. Alright, orange, stay still. Okay. So, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 left. So I need 13 more pegs. And yes, I'm having to get on my tippy toes. I don't mind. I don't mind getting on my tippy toes to reach these as I need them because it's not like I'm doing it multiple times a day. If I'm going to be making a bag or two, I'm going to be grabbing the colors I need and putting them down where it's easily accessible. So I'm not worried about that. Alright, so I said 14 left, which is... So that leaves me a total of 17 colors, 17 spools. So I may just go along the top here and I did do that right. Nope. See? Had to catch myself. The fun part of this, which is not the fun part, you'll see, if you'll see the screws, I had to figure a way to keep this off of my wall so that I could put these in. That's where the blood come in. I was drilling holes in some PVC. Oops, that's too tight. There we go. I might have dug into my wall on that one. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right. I just went ahead and grabbed all the ones I needed. But anyway, I was drilling holes in the PVC pipe that I was nailing to the back of this to keep it off the wall. And my fingers, the drill slipped and it caught my finger, which I have to change my bandages already. It caught, and the drill bit went into my thumb. Yes, it bled like a stuck pig, I'm telling you. All right, I'm not going to be able to put that there. Let me see if I can pull that out a little bit to make it work. Yep. All right. Now I have one more. It's just one oddball. Actually, you know what? I can just put this on top of the other black, so we don't need that. All right. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Now I got to figure out how I want to do it. How do I want to do it? All right. Why not do rainbow? That's the way I do everything anyway, right? That's how we're going to do it today. Do all my reds first. And I'm hoping that I angled the camera in a way that you can see this. I really do. I tried, but that doesn't mean I was successful. I have a yellow. There it is. I am going to need that last one. Okay. No worries. I'm just going to take that down, because I don't need that up there right now. All right. Let's see. I have... Oops, wrong way. Wrong way. All right, now I had one of these pre-cut, so that's not going to look that terrific. Well, if I can do it like that, it might not look so bad. I told y'all, aesthetically pleasing. All right, now my blues. And it's okay if the black has to go down on its own little row. I don't mind that so bad. Actually, I have black and gray. Now, I'm putting them this high up because, see, I'm not even having to stand on my tippy toes to grab them though. So that's good. But I'm thinking of the space I can use below them, okay? All right. Okay, I miscounted because apparently I'm gonna need 2 more. So both my gray and my black. I might just do it on each corner. Each end. Sorry if that was super loud, y'all. Now. Alright. Let's see if that works. Beautiful. And I will do this over here. I think I did two below. I don't remember. Nope. I must have did one. I can't really see from this angle. I don't even know if y'all can see me. Hopefully you can, or you can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, it'd be a very boring video if you only saw part of it. So keep your fingers crossed that this all... Oh! Hey, baby! Alright, well then I don't have to pause y'all so I can go wake him up for his doctor's appointment. Alright, I'm going to leave this down here, I believe, since it's only a little bit left. Okay. I actually like that. Now, I have a lot of different rulers that I need to grab. This one being my main one. Now, when I moved my rack out of my room, I dropped it. I dropped all of my rulers, actually. This is the only one that got spared. It didn't get blemished at all. The one that I had already fixed a long time ago got re-broke right here. See that? See that one right there? But you know what? E6000 is my friend. And I may end up fixing it down here with E6000 and taking this piece of foam off. I haven't, because I don't use this a whole lot anymore since I got this one. Because this is just my go-to. For one, it's because it's got the handle. But two, it's also because it is a wonderful tool lengthwise. It is a 6x24. And I used to think this was better because this is 5.5 by 16. And most of my bag, that's kind of 16 inches is my bag. But, well, 16 inches cut is my bag. But that didn't work so well when I was trying to keep it still. Using this helps keep it still so it doesn't move a whole lot. Okay. So let me get that going. Now, when I had it on my rack, and that's probably why these all got broke. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to stop this for the day here in a minute. But at least, and I don't mind if it goes over Paul Wars, the poster. So I will be back probably tomorrow for me, but in a minute for you. Good morning. I'm back. Let me tell you. Yes, I'm wearing the same dress, but this is my comfy, like, house dress. So if I have to, if someone's coming over or something and I have to actually have clothing on, proper clothing, this is kind of what I go for. But it's not, you know, it's not finished and it's not town worthy to me yet. So anyway, good morning. It is 8:30 and I feel like I have did my whole day already. Even though I haven't gotten started on anything that I need to get started on in here. It's just, yeah. Anyway, said that already. So yesterday, I did review the footage. For one, since it is so early in the morning, the shadow was horrible on this side, and I'm sorry. So with this little light here, hopefully that's a little better. And I noticed that I could not see my top rack. So I'm thinking you can now. I think I pulled it far enough back. And let's just get started. I'm gonna stop talking. So I did grab my command strips and I'm gonna put them on my yarn puzzle and on my Paw Wars, so that I possibly can get them hung up in their proper position. And I think after looking at it, I'm going to go down with my placement of them, because I had them up here, but I think I'm going to bring them level to this. Even though I will have my little neon sign there, it'll give me a couple more inches, and we all know a couple inches matters. When you're designing a space and you need room, a couple inches matter. Yeah, they do. So I'm going to go ahead and get this command strip put on. And hopefully this helped hold it. I mean, they're posters. Well, one is a puzzle turned into a poster, but let's hope that works. Now, I don't know when you're gonna see this, but if you ordered a tote from me, it has been delayed because my stabilizer still has not come in the mail. FedEx says, oh, we can't deliver. Business closed or customer not home. I've been here. Yes, I had to go to the doctor's yesterday to take my husband to the doctor, but I was home before they ever notated that I was not here. And they did that 2 days in a row. And the first day I was here all day. So, they a bunch of liars. All right. There. That worked beautifully. All right. Now for my Paw Wars. Paw Wars. This is actually what was in this room after my son moved out. It was his poster, and I kept it. Didn't think about it because this room turned into a storeroom after my son moved out. When my boys went off to college, it was like, yeah, now I have rooms and I don't know what to do with them. Well, this one turned into a workroom. Turned into a storeroom, then turned into a workroom. The other is just kind of my other son's room. Anyway, but I saw this and I'm like, how perfect is this? My co-host is at the door. Probably wondering why the door is shut. The door is shut because I had to turn on my AC earlier so that it could get cool in here, because when I woke up this morning, it was hot in my house. And I'm sitting here talking about the other day, it was starting to get cooler. Mr. Weatherman pulled a slick one. Sure enough did. Because it definitely is not. It was one of those faux fall days. Yep. Yep. Now it's gone back to being hot. And I don't mind it as much when I know it's that way, but I guess spring and fall in the South is so funny that you're kind of like, yeah, what's happening here? Alright, let me make sure I'm lining everything up. Get this going. Here we go. Yeah, see, I was going to put them up here. So actually, that's probably about 3.5 inches. Maybe 4. I don't know. Actually, I have my handy dandy little ruler. It is almost exactly 3.5 inches. Maybe 3 and a little over 3.25. If we get into 8ths and 16ths, I'm not about all that. So, what I was going to do yesterday, before I ran out of time, was hang up my rulers and such. I was thinking about hanging up my scissors. I hear her. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. Let me put this over here. Oh, get it out of my way. Now, let's see. This is the most common that I use. So, actually, you know what? I better put the beast over here first, because having the beast over here will determine what I put over here. Alright. Because I can't go... I guess I could, but I wouldn't want to hide the fellas there, so I might end up going... Yep, that's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to go. Where did I just put the... Oh. Yeah, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached, y'all. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. Alright. Now, I may end up just going and doing one per hook. Now, because see, when I had it on my rack, I had all of them on one hook. I'm not going to do that, but I also do not need... I could probably put this one on that hook. And then the next hook, I could do my squares and this right here, this long one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to leave that line open just in case I have to add more drawstring spools. Alright, put those there. And then that one. Okay. That is working a lot better. Now I do have a couple more rulers. And then I have a tube flipper, basically. So I might go ahead and put that behind this one, just so it's handy. Or I might oh, actually, you know what? I think I might put my tube flipper over here. There. That way it's on its own little thing. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. I bought this right here from West Columbia that I forgot to show y'all. It is a, it is dusty. Because it's still got its sleeve on. It goes anywhere from, it's 9-inch this way, and then you can do the sidelines. So you know what? I'm going to poke a hole in this puppy. And You know what? I might even just, yeah. I think I might put them on their own hook. I haven't had cause to use them yet. That is coming. Goodness knows that is coming. Actually, let me take the wrapper off of that puppy. I don't need the wrapper anymore. Because I am planning on doing that hexagon, not hexagon squares, but hexagon quilt pattern that I printed up. Because see, I can't find a pattern because everybody I've talked to doesn't know. I've scoured the internet trying to look for a pattern for this particular quilt design, and I can't find it. So I just figured, okay, I'll take a hexagon, I'll cut it up, and then I will place the ones like I think they go. But these are the two that I got from West Columbia. It's a big one and a little one. But this is basically like for the flying geese, the small one. There we go. And the reason I bought this one is because of Donna Jordan. She said that using one of those is the best way to do your diagonal cuts. Like if you sew 6 strips together and you want to make triangles out of them and flip them different ways. Yeah, it's basically a big flying goose or big flying geese. How do you say that? Singular. I don't know. Alright. So, I have most off of my my cutting table. Most. Not all yet. I do have my cutters, my lint roller. Ideally, what I want to do is have as little on surfaces as I can get. It's not going to be 100%. I'm still going to have, and I have these, which I have flowers in them right now. I have these right here. I'm going to take those out for pins and stuff because I think I might end up changing this out. I don't know. I do get a lot of storage for a very small amount of real estate. I just don't know if these Lazy Susan ones will be better. But for the time being, I will go on the assumption that I don't have to lose real estate. I can just, take them up to the pegboard. And y'all tell me, does the pegboard look tacky? Does it look bad as a backdrop? I would love to know your opinions because I'm not going to say who said it, and this is not going to work. This is too big. It won't fit through the hole. Now let me see if those other ones that I said. Okay. Guess what? We're going to use our first one of this, and I'm going to pull that sticker off because I don't want Joann's price stickers on my peg wall. Alright. I'm going to have to find some cute little stickers to put on that so that I don't have to see that ickiness. But, let's see. But yeah, I was told that this was going to look tacky. That I might not want to do this. The pegboard. But the pegboard is, to me, the most efficient way. Now I'm going to have to... Alright, my OCD ain't going to handle that. I shouldn't say that. I've not been diagnosed with OCD. Things have to... if I don't have OCD, I don't want to make light of it. So I just like things a certain way. Anyway, I do have, I have these, which I can hang up, but I don't have, like, the ones that I have coming from Amazon probably will not be on these. But like I said, I don't want it taking up real estate. Oh, no, actually, I might need to leave this off because I have to figure out I have this plus a ton more I have that full, and then I have a drawer full here in my little side cart full of thread. A lot of it is the same color, and I might be able to put it in one of the boxes down there that I have on my 9 cube shelf. But the colors that are unique, like these right here, these are unique. They're not, I have a ton of this cream yellow, I have a ton of white, and a ton of black. Those I don't mind putting up. But these unique colors, I do want them represented because I don't want to forget I have them. And I also am going to have to run to Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, somewhere. I need some more browns. I got 1 or 2 browns the other day, and my daughter-in-law was like, Miss Lynn, you know what you need to do? I said, what, hon? If there's one thing, me and her, we're opinionated, and we show each other how opinionated we are. We share our opinions without any fear of judgment from each other. She's like, you need to save up some money and buy one of every color. She's not wrong. But I don't know if I would want one of every color. But she's not wrong. And honestly, if I could get a really good sale on them. Now, cotton is harder to find than the dual duty polyester. I do have a small collection of cotton yarn. In my most basics, I have white, black, I think red. But I do need to expand my cotton line. So, I don't know if because the cotton is not as common as you think. You would think cotton would be the most common, but nope. Polyester is the most common. So I think what I'm going to do for now, oh, come on, beast. I'm going to have to get everything plugged back in here. Because when I moved Sally, Bella, and the beast, I unplugged everything so that I would not have to compromise my stuff down here. And somehow, even though I organized it and did it with those Velcro straps and everything, it still seems to be coming a little disorganized. A little bit. But I'm trying to get everything done. Why is things not lining up now? Because I used to have this. I think this is offset. I think it is. I could move it over, I suppose. Just one over, maybe. Y'all probably don't want to watch this. You know, it's just me being finicky. Let me see if that is better. That way it gives me room for my Lazy Susan type storage. Yeah, that's better. Actually, there's 2 holes on this side between the poster and the spool holder and 2. Okay, so that's good. Even if Bella doesn't sit exactly perfectly. Oh, excuse me. This carbonated caffeine sparkling ice. They say caffeine and alcohol is a stressor for women over 40. And apparently when you put your body, when you get past a certain age, when your body perceives stress, it decides to hang on to it's some cortisol or something, and it decides to hang on to fat. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to live a little healthier. And let me tell you, I did not realize how much processed food I ate until I stopped. I don't know if it's going to make an overall difference in my weight, but it's definitely, I'm definitely feeling a little better about what I'm eating. Anyway, so what do you think? I have an entire span right here of room that I need to fill. That was said with a tongue-in-cheek, y'all. Alright, I still have got to get Sally taken apart and work on her. Like I was telling y'all, I dropped the baby squirrel. Like I was telling y'all the other day, it has like been crazy busy around here for me. Some of it is self-imposed and some of it is not. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying to keep all my balls up in the air and juggle them and whatnot. I used to be really, really good at this. I mean, I have twins and a disabled husband and a household to run. So I know how to juggle. I know how to juggle very well. But lately I'm not. I'm struggling to keep all of those balls up in the air. I'm not even going to lie. So let me put this stuff back. I've almost got my table cleared off. And I will have to do my sign, get my neon sign fixed. Now, I was watching Chelsea, and she has that neon, she sews seams sign, and I thought, how cool would it be to have a neon sign that had my Daybreak logo, you know, the sun, the sunrise, and then Daybreak underneath it. Oh, or I would even do the sunrise and Lynn underneath it. I don't even care. If y'all know of somebody who does that, let me know. 'Cause I think that would be awesome. Now, I do have to put, I'm going to actually put that back. I was going to say that I was going to go ahead and get that glued so it can cure, and I might. But I've got a lot of stuff that I need to work on the table, so I don't think I'm going to take up that space right now. Let me tell you, this was my favorite little snack. This little coffee nips. Ooh. I haven't had one of these in just over a month. In fact, like I was telling my husband, I haven't had sugar that wasn't from fruit, bread, and I'm not on a keto diet. I am on metabolism upping foods. So a lot of spinach, a lot of broccoli, zucchini, avocado, sweet potato, chicken, tuna, salmon, things that just make your body burn the burn the calories. The metabolism just kind of kickstarting it. So, or ice cream or chocolate. Actually, I have one of the things that a lot of guys or a lot of people agree on. I don't take just one person's word for anything. That's not how my brain works. But apparently dark chocolate is good for you in small, moderate amounts. So I think I've had it like twice in the little over a month. And it's like 85% dark chocolate. It's not the best tasting, especially to a milk chocolate lover, or a white chocolate lover, which I know white chocolate technically isn't white chocolate, but you know. Y'all, if y'all are watching this video, please know this is not my norm. I mean, as far as, the rambling is normal, but I'm just hanging out in my space with y'all, enjoying myself. Because organizing, to me, I used to hate it. I couldn't stand to organize. But now that I'm grown and I have a very limited amount of real estate and space, I think organization is primo. I think it's the best thing that you could do for yourself. Now, I do have, Jeezy Pete, you know what I just thought of? I have all these spools of surgery yarn for the beast. And when I say, I'm talking, because when we went out of business, I bought what we had. I bought what West Columbia had. North Columbia didn't really have a whole big selection by the time I went looking for them. But this is what I'm talking about. Now, I could do that. But honestly, that might take up all my space. Because I bought a lot. I mean, I was getting it so cheap, I didn't want to pass up on it. And this is polyester, so I'm not worried about the cotton dry rotting. Excuse me. That sparkling ice, that carbonation. But anyway, I'm going to think about that because I'm going to admit it, I have well over 30 of these things. And that would probably take up most of that space. So, should I don't know. See, this won't work. These won't work for my spools of thread. I would have to get smaller pegs, which means buying something that I don't know that I want to do. Or I could hang these up and then the spaces that... No, see, I want my thread visible. You know what I could do? I could hang one color up there so I know what's represented with these. And then, let me try one of these smaller ones. I still think these, if it didn't have that on the end, it probably would be, it would work. Or if it was straight. could get another one of those. I could, and put it right there and just move that. I don't know. Do y'all have a suggestion on what I could use as pegs for my... I might have to go Googling that to see. Because if I could do just one row instead of using all of that space, if I could just literally use one row along there, that would be so much better for me. So I'm open to suggestions. But I might go ahead, and I seriously doubt I'm going to do that on film, because it's probably been running, y'all probably have seen way too long. Been running way too long on this video. But it would be nice to get these put up instead of down there. So the wall behind me will take some tweaking. I will show you, give me a minute. I'm going to get all this put up, and I will be back to show you my, oh lordy, all my poor little bobbins. I will be back to show you how I set up the 6 cube shelves and whatnot, and what I did with my table. My table situation is temporary. I can't remember your name that commented about building something a little bit more stable for my table, and that is my intentions when I have more time. I needed something to get my table up now, so that's why I went with what I did. Y'all will see that in a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It is much later in the afternoon than when I started recording this morning, but I did end up adding at least one of my serger thread cones of every color that I have. And in most cases, I have black and I have a navy blue that is not represented up there, but it doesn't need to be because they're right here and they're open. So I wasn't going to put them up there. I probably will add them at a later time if I need to, but for right now, they're on my little rolling cart beside my sewing table. So my daughter-in-law called me asking me if I needed anything from town because she was going to go get hay for the cow. And she had the audacity to pass by my driveway with my grandson in the truck, and my grandson hollered at her while she was on the phone with me, "Wait, what are you doing? You need to go back there." And she's like, "Why?" He said, "Because Grandma's got to come with us." And she said, "Why does Grandma have to come?" "Because I want Grandma to come with us." And I told her, I was like, "Okay, you know what? I can push everything back for an hour or two. I'll come with you. I'll just swing by and grab me." So we did. She did, and we left. And my grandson, he's a card and a half, let me tell you. But he definitely wanted his grandma to come, so Grandma came with him. Because I'm not going to tell that baby no, even if it put everything that I have to do on the back burner. It's an hour or two. It turned out to be a little bit more because once I got back home, I had to fix myself lunch and eat it and all this other blah. That's one thing about this menu plan that y'all have heard a lot about during this video, and I'm not really sorry about it, but if it's not interesting to you, I'm sorry for you because I have just blabbered all on about it. But apparently on this one, I have to eat 3 times a day. I didn't even eat 3 times a day when I was pregnant with my twins. So, but the thing about it is I am eating humongous portions, but I'm not using, if I have something high in fat, I might hit 300 calories for a full plate meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of the dinners are edging up toward 400, but it just depends. from night to night, it changes. So on average, I'm doing about 600 to 700 calories a day. And I'm full as a tick. Explain that to me. But anyway, so if I can keep going along this line, and my body's not missing any nutrients because I'm eating so well, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. So I told you I would show you what I've done to my workspace. You've seen, I brought you with me on this one. So let me take the thing off the tripod, flip the thing around to where I can see what I'm showing you, and I will show you the temporary risen table. The rising isn't temporary, but how it is temporary. So hold on, I gotta walk around to you. Okay, so I had to go grab it off the tripod and whatnot. The tripod is still there. You'll see that in a moment. But I want to take an opportunity to flip you around and my setup on my table. All right. Those are risers I bought at Walmart. They're actually bed risers, and they're like 7 1/4 inch tall. And it is, you'll see, it's a little shaky, but not horrible. I could deal with it. Now, I am looking, see, and I have one there too. And I'm going to put my thing up. See, this is those drawers I was telling y'all about that I have for my, the things I put on the wall for my serger. All right, and this is one of the, I'm trying to get you at a position to where you can see it good. See my table right there, and then I have that 6 cube right there. And width-wise, I'm going to show you. My Swift is a little bit in my way. I apologize. But it's perfect width to just slide right up under there, right? And it's packed pretty full. And I had to bring my Swift in here to cake up that yarn bee. I'm going to swing you around here. So I had to bring in, ooh, it's dusty. I had to bring in my ball winder. But, and then I have some more storage over here underneath my table. But y'all see how high my table is now? I love it. I love it. And there is my other 6 cube. I'm still sorting out how I want to do that fabric. And I do have some more coming in as a restock and whatnot. And when that gets here, I'll show y'all that. But it's just right there up underneath my list up there. But anyway, I just wanted to show that to y'all. I'm going to put you back on the tripod, so hold on one moment. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up for here because I am sweating in here. It is only 2:30 and this thing has only been off 5 minutes, however long it's been since I come back this afternoon. So the fact that I'm sweating is crazy. It is September. It should not be this hot. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I do hope FedEx says that my foam stabilizer for them totes, I didn't know if you saw that, but I have Laura's totes already cut and ready to make them if FedEx brings me my stabilizer. I'm also expecting deliveries from Amazon. The tote straps that I'm going to try out, color-wise try out. And then I have a restock of fabric coming in. So I have all kind of things hopefully coming in this afternoon. And see, this is my lining fabric. It's 108 inch. I buy it by the bolt. And it's the white on white vines. So I have it out and ready if they send me my stabilizer. Not the foam stabilizer for the for the totes, but I'm talking about my stabilizer for my bags, my regular drawstring bags. So there's so many, you know how I was talking to y'all, I think it was this morning and not yesterday morning. I don't know. The two videos in this video, the two clips in that video, it's kind of done together in my brain. But I need to get these things done, but it's all hinging on some of these things coming in. So cross your fingers for me. Cross your fingers for the people who are waiting on me to make these bags. Because without that stabilizer, I can't make any more drawstring bags because I don't have any more liners. And I can't make the outside of the bag either for the drawstrings until I get that stabilizer. So, 2:30. Actually, the Amazon might already be in my mailbox. So, I need to check that and run down to my mailbox and see if that stuff is here. The drawstring bag stabilizers coming UPS, and the other stabilizers coming FedEx. So, cross your fingers. Nobody has shown up at my door yet. So, take that and like I said, I think I said this morning or yesterday morning, I don't know when this video is going to air. It may air Monday. And then, yeah, or it might be pushed back, depending on if this stuff comes in. If this stuff comes in, I'm going to make that video, show y'all what came in, and then bump this video to Thursday. Maybe. I don't know. I have no clue what's going on yet. But this video is not a time-sensitive video. It's just a, hey, look what I'm doing with my space. You know, I love my higher table, and I am going to build like a little bit more of a form thing in a wooden block to stabilize it to where the whole block runs this way, but I'm going to put a little bitty block right there to put the legs in so that it's good and stable. Because right now, with this being on my carpet, the three legs that are on the carpet is not bad, but this one leg that's on this chair mat, it's a little slippery. So if I kind of do this and I get too comfortable and I go, ooh, it moves. And I don't want it to move. But thank you for hanging out with me in my workroom and seeing what new things I've done to it. I still want to put my puzzle that y'all saw just briefly, me and my tigers, I want to put it back up, but I really don't have a room. I could move my calendar a little to the side and put it right there. Y'all wouldn't see it, but I would. Or I could just change this out. I could put some things on the back of it and just change it out with my my Paul Wars. Or even, no, I don't think I'm going to change this one. I don't think I will change that one out at all. That one's probably going to stay. So, size-wise, it makes sense to change this out with my Paul Wars. With my little prairie dog and squirrel. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope you have a fantastic day and that you find some kind of joy. The joy that I have had just being in here, getting everything organized, and loving the way it looks behind me. If it looks tacky or it looks bad, tell me. I'm a big girl. I want your honest opinion. It's a wonderful utilization of vertical space without having to get more bookcases, because everything on this wall behind me is perfect for a pegboard because it can hang. But I would love your honest opinions. And as long as you're not rude and mean about it, I will take it and appreciate the fact that you gave me feedback. Now, if you're rude and ugly about it, which 99% of my normal watchers, viewers, are not that way. So I'm not worried about y'all. I know you'll tell me whether you like it or not, with tact and with, love in your heart, so to speak, without being mean about it. So this brought me joy. And I will hold on to this for the next couple days, because the next couple days are going to be crazy busy. I want you to find yours today and hold on to it in times to where you're stressed or you're down or whatever. Just bring that little spark of joy that you felt. Bring it back in the forefront of your mind and hold on to it and let it brighten those dark moments or those stressful times. With that in mind, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.